Hey everyone, this is Devindra from Engadget, and today I'm looking at the new Typo keyboard cover for the iPad Air and iPad Air 2. This is a company you probably know of from their iPhone keyboards, but they can't actually make those anymore. They've been in legal trouble with BlackBerry since those products initially came out because they look a lot like BlackBerry's old keyboards. So all they can make now is iPad keyboards. They have this new one for the iPad Air and iPad Air 2. They also have a smaller one for the iPad Mini, which we're not testing right now. This is a really interesting one from Typo because it's a full keyboard, or at least somewhat full size. It also doubles as an iPad cover, which is really nice. Looks like a pretty nice iPad case. You have to add this extra case too around the iPad to get it to connect. But yeah, otherwise looks like a traditional case. It's a Bluetooth keyboard, so you just have to keep this charged. You have to make sure it has a Bluetooth connection with the iPad. There's a little stand here in the back, which you can put down to have some sort of stability. And I found that even when it was on my lap, sort of like this, it moves around a lot, but it's vaguely stable. Or if you hold it like this, you can kind of angle it and still have a decent amount of stability for typing. Actually reminds me a lot of Microsoft's Surface keyboards. Microsoft's kickstand kind of comes out from the top and angles out. It's not nearly as stable as that, but it's pretty good for a pinch, especially if you have an iPad and you want to do a lot of typing. And the other thing is, it connects with a magnet, which just kind of comes together pretty nicely. It's not super strong, as you can see, so it connects okay, but you can't expect to keep the connection. So if you don't have a solid surface to hold it on, you may have trouble keeping this whole thing together. But as a keyboard, once you find a good angle, I found that it was actually a pretty functional keyboard. My typing felt almost as fast as it does on a MacBook Air or a traditional PC. It feels good. It has like a nice soft plastic finish right here. The actual typing response feels good as well. They feel like real keys. There's not much depth to them, but since the keyboard is a bit smaller, it does take some getting used to. At the same time, it's so much better than the iPad's touchscreen keyboard that, if you just want to take your iPad somewhere and have this keyboard and do a lot of typing, it should be pretty good for you.
This one goes for $189.
Which is pretty expensive as far as iPad keyboards go. I've seen some closer to $100, but this one feels a little better than some of the others. Typo also claims it's the thinnest iPad keyboard out there. Can't really say if that's true or not. The big problem for Typo, though, is that this is pretty much their main product. The entire company kind of is betting on these keyboards to be a success. And I don't know if enough people need iPad keyboards to make it work, but we'll see.